What is going on, guys? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. It has been a long time. If it's your first time, welcome to the Hidden Panda Show. And for everybody else, welcome back. All right, let's check here. Volume up. Okay. What about now? Let me know if it needs to be a little bit louder. How's that? All right, so I've been missing out. No Man's Sky's got like mechs. It's got living ships. Like, I have been so out of the loop. So glad to be back. And yeah, you're good to talk. All right, cool. I want all of that silky panda voice. What is going on, cuz Walt? What is up, guys? All right, we got a big thumbs up from Sword. Great stream tonight, Sword, by the way. You plugged me way too hard, man. You got me like, you've been hyping everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hidden Panda Show is aight. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. So obviously, No Man's Sky's got a new update. The only thing that I've done so far is I've gotten the mech. Okay, so I did do that. That was actually fairly easy, and I kind of just want to go ahead and like upgrade the mech. So it's kind of what I'm looking into today. There's the, where's it at? There's the big boy right there. So this is the mech suit. Super cool. I can't wait to try this out in VR. Love the first person mode on this thing. Now, I gotta be honest, you know, of all the things that I thought No Man's Sky would be working on, all the different things they could fix and do and improve, this was way out of left field. I did not see this coming at all, but it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna complain about it. Really sick feature. And while I was kind of playing around with this, I noticed things in the game that I didn't notice before. Like, I didn't notice that, freighters now have these doors that you can blow open and like raid these containers and like die of radiation poisoning. So I actually didn't even know that was a thing, which is pretty cool. So he really meant hype. There is space whale skulls now. Yeah, I've been seeing screenshots about that. That's pretty cool. I haven't played around with that yet. What I am looking forward to doing, though, actually, is upgrading this mech. So I kind of want to get the tech for it, you know. I know that you can get better jumps, that you can, get like mining lasers and things like that. So I want to figure out how to improve this thing right here. Because right now, what is this? I've got the environmental control unit. So my understanding of the update is that the other exocraft now, you can actually receive damage on hazardous planets, albeit very low and very slow levels of damage. Whereas this mech suit is completely impervious to hazardous planets, doesn't require like additional fuel or anything to do that. It's just impervious. So that's pretty cool. So I kind of like that because it basically says, okay, these other vehicles might be better equipped to deal with, certain kinds of terrain or going in the ocean or whatever. But if you're on a planet that's got some pretty hectic terrain, or not terrain, but like atmosphere, it's really hot, really radioactive, whatever, that this is really going to be your best bet. Also, we're on Anya, which is the FDI capital system here, capital planet rather. And we've got Stevenson and Dave. And yeah, now I'm finally as big as those guys, which I'm pretty excited about. Stark Wolf says correct. Okay, cool. So I've kind of been way out of the loop here with this game. I've been really busy. Started a new position at work. Obviously, this whole quarantine thing happened during the middle of a move I was making to a new house. And on top of that, got a baby. She's 3 months old now, and everything else. So just been super busy, super preoccupied. But yeah, we're gonna head up to the space anomaly, and we're gonna talk to Persis and see what other kind of technologies I can get started. So, you guys that have been following my streams for a while will be pleased to know that I have way better internet now. So I have AT&T gigabit internet, and I'm hardwired in to. I've got a good old Cat 6 cable. Where's that? I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the computer is now hardwired, so we should not have any buffering problems. We should not have any lag problems. Those that have been following my streams know that in the past, these things have just kind of dropped off and died. So, all right, let's go ahead and check it out. Now, one of the things was that I was hoping that they would fix was being able to steer in Pulse Drive. Obviously, that has not been changed, but you know, one thing at a time. These guys have been working on the game for 3 years. I have faith that eventually they will get to those little things. But I can say that I have noticed improvements with the lighting system. You know, I don't know if it's just because I haven't played in a while, but graphics seem to run better. So there seem to be some really great improvements overall. Starkwolf says Stevenson. You can get hurt in a mech, says KJ. Okay. By the environment or like by other things like sentinels and things like that. What exactly hurts you in the mech suit, KJ? Casey says, can't hear. It's like a whisper. Panda, maybe a little louder. Okay, let me see if I can boost the volume up on that. Like I said, guys, it's going to be a little bit clunky, so I haven't done this in a long time. Let me see if I can get this up. Hopefully I'm not about to kill y'all right now, but I turned the gain way up on the microphone, so... let me get a little bit closer as well, but let me know if that's better. All right. I'm trying to remember where Persis is. I do need to do some Quicksilver missions. Let me see what's in the Quicksilver synthesis shop, actually. Have not really been here in a while. My mech suit will hurt you, Panda. Dude, I'm sure it will, Starkwolf. Panda, make sure you check with Helios every day for those extra nanites. Okay, will do. All right, why can't I talk to you? What's going on? There we go. All right. Sword says, are you using Streamlabs? No, I'm actually using Stream Elements. Streamlabs, for whatever reason, I've got a 64-bit Microsoft, you know, it's a Windows 10. But for whatever reason, Streamlabs does not work very well. So I'm using the OBS Studio, and all my overlays and stuff like that are through Streamlabs. I'm also using the built-in webcam on my laptop, which is straight trash. So it is what it is. All right, so okay. Oh, we got figurines for Starship Dashboard. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see if there's anything new. Ah, there's that rainbow trail that I saw Sword using right there. It's pretty sweet. So we got purple, we got rainbow, we got red. I did notice that there's actually, whenever I jetpack, there's actually a smoke animation that comes out now. And I don't know if I'm just seeing that because I haven't played the game in a long time, or if that's actually a new effect. So, yeah. Richard Huntington says, huzzah. What is going on, Richard Huntington? I see that you have still been streaming, dude. So... big up to Richard Huntington. That's awesome, man. Glad to see you still out there, you know, doing your stream thing and supporting No Man's Sky. So pretty dope. I want a Panda tee. You got merch? I got a couple of t-shirts left, but I really need to get some more made. But yeah, Remus says, I have an idea. Dude, whoa. Remus, What is up, man? Man, I haven't seen that name in a long time. FDI merch, arena here we fight. Oh, arena where we fight. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the FDI arenas, that was like the last thing I remember the FDI doing before I kind of went on hiatus for a little bit. So, but yeah. Not owned. Okay. Thank you, KJ. Okay, so most of it's was there for a long time. It's just we've got some new visages and some jetpack trails and these figurines. I might do a Quicksilver mission just to get those figurines. Pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Persis. All right, which one's Persis? No, he's up here. Yeah. I wanna get. That's the next thing I need to do. I need to do some salvage tech stuff so that I can get the that technology bit that allows me to essentially warp that mech anywhere that my freighter is. Actually, that's what's going to happen. That's what I want to do during this stream. Let me get caught up in the chat here. Smoke trails are newer, says Seriousless Gaming. All right, appreciate that. That's what's up. KJ says, hey, yo, Richard Huntington, tell him about the ship you shot with your... Wait, what? What? You shot a ship with the mech? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That smoke effect and new effect when the trail colors came out. Which update was that led to those trail colors? That's pretty sweet. That smoke effect, it's a nice effect. It's like, you don't think about the fact that like we were missing it and like it adds a little something where it's like, wait, what? It just kind of refines it a little bit. I really do like that. Save your Quicksilver up to get a living egg if you don't have one yet. I have one living egg that somebody donated to me while I was getting my mech suit. So, but last time I played No Man's Sky, I was not able to even start the living ship mission or hatch it. And then that's kind of when I was like, okay, the game's kind of buggy right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm super busy. I don't have time to really deal with this. And then I kind of like took a break from it. So hopefully they've got it all that figured out. Void egg. Yeah, that's right. Seriously. All right. Yeah. So let's see what kind of tech we got here. All right. I'm going to go full screen on my end real quick just so I can see the screen a little bit better. I was kind of looking at like the whole console, but it's really, really teeny tiny. All right, so what's this? No, this is the Minotaur stuff. Okay. Now, if I already have the blueprint for a mining laser, can I build one on the Minotaur without necessarily like needing a Minotaur specific one? Okay, so I already own this technology. Okay. This is 129. How many nanites do I have? 15,000. Damn, I didn't realize I had that many nanites. Okay, so I need acid. This is self-greasing servos, motor efficiency upgrade. An automatically regulated lubricant dispenser fitted to the leg joints of the Minotaur reduce friction and encourage fuel-efficient motion. Significantly reduces fuel burn in the Minotaur's dataless engine. Really cool. Okay. Anybody that's been following the channel for a while knows what's in this glass. All right, let's see. Well, hello there, my orthodontia superfluous buddy. All right, let's double check. What else I got? Minotaur radar array. I have enough to build that now. Very cool. So let's go ahead and buy this piece of technology. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What else? What else? What else? Research exocraft upgrade. All right. And what is this one? Minotaur laser. That's what I want. Okay. And what are these locked ones here? How do I unlock these? What's going on? I gotta be honest, I've been playing the game since launch. I have a pretty elite character setup, ship, freighter, like everything legit is S-class. But this is my first time really kind of messing around with these tech trees. Okay, so getting that just unlocked these other ones. Very cool. So precision Minotaur laser, I can afford it. Let's go ahead and get that. Because I think that this Minotaur is going to be my preferred mode of travel here. So I'm going to kind of buy up everything. Minotaur cannon, a mounted cannon specifically designed for a Minotaur heavy exosuit hybrid, designed primarily for damage against biological entities and inefficient when deployed as a mining device. Okay, so that is a combat-specific laser. Does that mean that we have new enemies? Or that we will be getting new enemies? I hope so. The big cuddly panda needs danger in the universe. Alright, we got Minotaur Boar. Adds terrain manipulation capability to the laser array of the Minotaur Heavy Exosuit Hybrid. A special mount allows the rapid deployment of a high-energy terrain excavator without risking clogging the Minotaur's delicate joints and servos with dirt. Alright, super cool, super cool, super cool. So now I got all the tech. That means I've got the blueprints to build that stuff. So let's hop back in the ship. Let's go find some salvage tech. Because I've got to buy that freighter upgrade. That's really, really, really what I want. I want to be able to deploy that bad boy wherever I'm is. You know what I mean? All right. Let me get caught up in the chat here. Richard Huntington says, yeah, definitely crazy. We got Tragic Chucker in the chat. Remus says, should I sow the old stream tradition? If you feel so inclined, Remus, I do not object. Matter of fact, let me get out and save my progress in case I fail to defend myself. KJ says, no, it's separate tech like the Nautilon is. Super cool. I believe you need this specific tech. Jabroni Beating says, I think most of the parts can't be added in bugs. Okay. Seriousless Gaming says, I'm new, paraphrase, sword quoting 7, what's in the glass? So, we have a delicate concoction of rain vodka, a little lime juice, and some just plain old-fashioned soda. So, it's a vodka soda with lime, smells like rubbing alcohol, tastes like sheer pleasure. But I always have a nightcap or two every so often, and I figured since I'm kicking off a stream for the first time in a long time, a good stout drink is a good way to go. All right, so we got Cobra0289 in the chat subscribing. Thank you for the sub. That would be liquid plutonium in the glass. You can say that again. We got Cuz Waltz. We got Tragic Trucker subbing to the channel. Appreciate that. Jabroni Beating says biological horrors versus Exomech. Dude, they stand no chance. I could walk over them right now, probably, in that bad boy. Action Pants Gaming in the chat says, hi, everybody, lurking and building. That's what's going on, dude. What is up, Action Pants Gaming? Cuz Walt says, your much needs a panda paint job. Oh, your mech needs a panda paint job. I made it all white. That's my panda paint job. You'll see the theme with all my other ships. We got .com. By the way, guys, you will see in the top of the screen there the Free Delta Initiative banner. That is a hub that I co-founded in the Delta region of the Euclid Galaxy. .com is a part of the Free Delta Initiative, and basically it is a hub in the game that doesn't have any rules or protocols where you can live and be free as you are. So, in other words, it's a pretty cool place. I haven't been there in a while, except for today, but I'm assuming it's still a pretty cool place, especially if .com has anything to do with it. So, big shout out to .com. Appreciate all that you do for the community, and thank you for keeping things alive there. Same thing with Stark Wolf. Stark Wolf is a long-time member of the Hidden Panda Show channel, of the Free Delta Initiative, and basically anywhere that I've been online regarding No Man's Sky. So, Cuz Walt as well, Cuzwalt, Starkwolf, and .com. Thank you guys for joining my first stream in a long time. It's a pleasure seeing you guys here. And KJ says, as vodka should. Exactly. Rima says, FDI represent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The FDI is sort of like a sieve of the NMS Cafe. If you guys are not familiar with the NMS Cafe, big shout out to them and Lily Hop over there. We are based on Amino, but we do have a Discord. Everything is in the description box. We have a Twitter as well that Slade Braddock maintains, who is one of the founders. So FDI is founded by Slade Braddock, myself, and Lily Hop of the NMS Cafe. So there you have it. If anybody's wondering what that big giant banner is at the top of the screen, that's what it is. We don't have any naming conventions, bullshit rules. We don't dictate the way that you play. Nothing like that. We allow everything, including PvP and roleplay. Terrain still takes a little while to load it. Okay. So PS5, you guys are really excited about it or what? I'm hoping No Man's Sky gets ported over to PS5 to take advantage of all of the extra goodies that come with that console, because when I watch Sword stream, I get really jealous of how great No Man's Sky looks and runs on that gangster-ass computer that he's rocking. Nautilon Cannon Module Living Ship, right? Hashtag.com, hashtag FDI. Appreciate that, guys. No, the Nautilon is the submarine. It is indeed. I was so stoked when we got a submarine. It literally made my day. They made the oceans deeper, which is like one of my favorite things to explore in the game, and they threw in a submarine, which just made me like superbly happy. All right, so I know that that thing is somewhere. Can I call it like my other exocraft? Let's see. Ah, there he is. That's freaking cool, dude. Okay, that's pretty awesome. All right, let's hop up in there. Okay, let's see what kind of tech I can build. All right, so we're working with. What can I actually make? So I need acid to do that one. Okay. Got some scanning technology here. Can I build it? I can build it. Excellent. Ah. I forgot about how this is set up now, where you can kind of build tech bit by bit. That's pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Okay, I need to get me another wiring loom. I have tons of wiring looms on my freighters. That I know, or on my freighter. That I know for sure. So I need to get 1, 2, 3 wiring looms. And I can build all of this tech here. All right, so that's my next move. Let's get some wiring looms. KJ says, "Oh my God, I miss you, Panda." Gangster ass computer. Appreciate that, KJ. Thank you so much. I miss you too. I miss everybody. I really, you know, honestly, it was kind of like a douchebag move of me to just kind of disappear, really not talk to anybody and stuff like that. I just got busy and super distracted, but there were people legitimately like concerned about me, asking about my whereabouts and if I was okay. Like Cuzwalt messaged me on PlayStation. Sword hit me up on Amino, and you know, it's just a variety of people, and I felt really bad. Like, you know, these people are legitimately like, like worried. And if you don't follow me on Facebook, then you don't know what I'm up to. You know what I mean? And so it's very easy to think that maybe something's wrong. So I will try not to do that again. Rima says submarine was oddly bouncy. Yeah, you were the first person I ever seen do that, and then I kind of perfected the maneuver, but there was a glitch, I don't know if it's still present, where you could take the submarine and just start bouncing it on the ocean, and you could get very high. I'm talking like almost in orbit high. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's see here. Fire Knight 013 says, "I'm an Xbox player, but can't wait for the PS5. I'll be moving back to the realm of Sony, which is a feat for me as I've been boycotting them for several years." I have a feeling, and don't make any financial decisions based on what I'm about to say, Fire Knight, but No Man's Sky, or Hello Games, the developer of No Man's Sky, has teased before that cross-platform is something that they'd like to see come to the game, and that they've just got to kind of work out the kinks on how to make that happen, right? So I would say that in the near future, it may be possible that you don't have to make your decision of which console that you go with based on which games you play. So that you could take advantage of the new Xbox console but still play with people in the PS4 world, since PS4, I think, has more of the players, right? At least from the last time I checked. Sword says, oh my god, if the meetup gets canceled or postponed, Gangster won't properly cover the upgrades that will follow. Because Walt says, I'm most excited for the no loading screens on the PS5. Right? You know, some developer, I can't remember now what developer it was, but they had to walk back statements where they were essentially bragging about how well the performance was on the PS5 as compared to the new Xbox. So even though the new Xbox technically is more powerful, if you're looking purely at teraflops, it's something about the processing speed and the solid state drive of the PS5 that just makes games run better. And there was a lot of talk about bigger and more complicated worlds and a lot of benefits of procedural generation, which No Man's Sky is entirely built upon procedural generation. So I think for a game or games, you know, like No Man's Sky, where they're very procedural generation heavy, I think that the PlayStation 5 is going to be maybe more friendly towards something like that. But Sony does need to get off their high horse and massively support cross-platform. You know, you've got a lot of, you know, integration between Xbox and Nintendo Switch, and I'd just like to see that further supported by Sony, who is my favorite game system. So I'm reaching the point of full water loop in a new system this fall. I don't know what that means. Cuz Walt says, my family, no worries. KJPC Gaming says, my submarine on Legacy save flew up into space a couple of times. I had to eject. Heck yeah. Stark Wolf says, hashtag FDI. That's what's going on, dude. Appreciate that. I gotta quit flying to the ground so damn fast because I end up blowing just a bunch of time waiting on the terrain to load. Okay, here we go. Let's pull it. There it is. All right, cool. Cuzwall says, I hope everyone is doing good and staying safe. World is crazy, but Panda makes everything better. I don't know about that, Cuzwalt, but I do appreciate the sentiment. And yes, the world is getting crazy. But, you know, guys, there's other generations that have made it through crazier times. The fall of the Roman Republic, the end of the Ottoman Empire, the Persians' defeat at Thermopylae, World War I, II, you know, the Korean War. I mean, people have gone through some crazy shit. We're being asked to stay inside and watch TV and play video games and procreate and just keep our hands clean. I think we can handle it. I think we got this. You know, unfortunately, this thing has dragged on so long that there is an employment issue globally and in the United States that I hope resolves itself. But yes, it is not that bad, but it is crazy, and we just need to unify as a community and all help take care of each other. And, you know, don't sneeze in people's faces and wash your hands. It's pretty easy stuff. And we'll all pull through this together. All right, let's build this tech. Okay. Bing. Dude, I love the animation of this thing. It's really cool. I wanted to hate this. I wanted to be like, in my mind, I was like, oh, why is Hello Games working on this? There's more important things to fix or to work on. But this thing is just so damn cool. I think they know that about us. We're just so fickle. Okay, let's see here. Minotaur laser, that is a Minotaur bore. Precision. Okay, so I want to stack all these together. I don't know if they have bonuses. I'm assuming they do. We'll see. All right. We got Big Pitch as, hey Panda, what is poppin' Big Pitch? Hell yeah, that's what's up. KJ says, word. Phil the Synthegex says, very true, Panda. What is going on, Phil? Sword says, okay, guys, I got to get to bed, unfortunately, but do me a favor. Don't let Panda end the stream until he promises another stream this week. Good night, guys. Sword, I will do another stream this week. Thank you for bringing me out of the abyss. Everybody that checked on me while I was in hiatus, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And it feels good. It feels natural. It's like I didn't even take that much of a break, although there was some technical difficulties at the beginning. Remus says, also now you can own multiple multi-tools. I saw that. Yeah, I bought a POS multi-tool just to try it out, but I saw that, and it was pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Oh, it doesn't matter where I place it now because you can move your tech, right? How do you do that? Move tech. Okay, so even if it doesn't get a bonus, I can reorganize it and move it. That's pretty cool. Ah, now the laser's on the top of my dude. I can actually see it. A mounted laser system specifically designed for the Minotaur heavy exosuit hybrid enables conventional mining operations ineffective in combat scenarios. This one is a Minotaur cannon. Minotaur cannon specifically designed for the Minotaur heavy exosuit hybrid, designed primarily for damage against biological entities and insufficient when deployed as a mining device. Okay, so we have two distinctly different types of weapons here. Now, for that other piece of technology, how do I build that? What does that need? Oh yeah, I gotta get acid for that engine thing. I need 2 Gravitino balls and a cobalt mirror. I could probably buy the cobalt mirror at the space station, where I can also purchase the acid to trip balls. No, I'm joking. And I need 2 Gravitino balls. All right, cool. So let's do that. Can I knock this one out? Minotaur bore. This one says adds terrain manipulation. What? It can do terrain manipulation. Adds terrain manipulation capability to the laser array of the Minotaur heavy exosuit hybrid. A special mount allows rapid deployment of high energy terrain excavator without risking clogging the Minotaur's delicate joints and servos with dirt. Shall we build it? We shall build it. If you build it, they will use it. Sweet. All right. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Dude, let's try this stuff out. Sweet Jesus. All right, let's get a move on. So there's the bore. So I guess switch it up. There's the late. Oh, but I need some kind of advanced technology to. There we go. Okay. That is a pretty powerful little laser, if I do say so. Making very quick work of these rocks here. All right, let's try this out. All right, so I do need a stronger laser because that ain't gonna cut it. Can it run? Can it sprint? No. Is that Remus? Oh my gosh. All right, let me get in my ship. Remus says I bring gifts. Do you bring death and pain? Do you bring the gift of the sweet release of life? Ah, he landed. Hopefully Remus has some acid. Let's hope so. Usually Remus brings pain and terror. But, you know, I could be wrong this time. Maybe he's got some sweet gifts. What up, dude? Bulk caster module. Super sweet. Appreciate that. Thank you. Shark Vixen says, I can't hear you. Really? Well, that's not normal. Are you sure? We got Grammy in the chat. .com says, hello, Grammy. Can you speak again? Okay, I can hear you now. I was about to crank that volume again, Grammy. You don't want me like blowing out people's eardrums. All right, so I got quad servos. I got wiring looms. Okay, so I still need to go buy acid, but I think he gave me stuff to maybe build something else. Because didn't something I was looking at need quad servo? Doesn't matter. let me go to the space station and cop that acid. And I'm pretty sure the space station here in Pidstain does have acid. I'm almost positive it does. I wonder if you can take them in caves. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But I kind of want to see if that thing will go in a cave. That's so friggin' cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's awesome. This might actually be easier in first person. That's freaking cool, man. I didn't know I wanted a mech suit in No Man's Sky, but after kind of playing around with it, I realized I kind of always wanted this, isn't it? That's freaking sweet. Alright, I'm getting too sidetracked. Let me get up to the space station. Alright. Shard Vixen says, "How are you doing, sir? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope you were doing well." For those that may not be familiar with Shard Vixen, otherwise known as Grandme, she suffers from fibromyalgia. And hopefully you are feeling well today. And hopefully you and your family are well and healthy, and that today's a good day for you. And thank you for taking the time to stop by. I've also seen you in and out of the FDI, so I appreciate you still continuing to support the No Man's Sky community. So you've always been a superstar, Grammy, in my book. You know, I do not like how I cannot steer my ship in pulse drive. It's sort of the one thing that's always kind of bugged me about this game, and something that seems like it should be very easy to fix, but I digress. I don't like having to drop out to re-aim and go. But you know, of all the things to be upset about, I guess that's a pretty small one. So looks like Remus beat me to the space station. It's kind of clunky in caves, but it's fun underwater. Dude, that's really, Richard, that's really the kind of exploring that I want to do, man. But yeah. Hey, Richard Huntington, you live in Texas, man. I recently moved, dude. I moved to Irving to be closer to work. Not Irving, McKinney. Really nice neighborhood, man. I don't know if you've been to McKinney, but really, really sort of cool area. Surprisingly, there's a lot of things out here and a lot of things to do. Because I know you're not too far from me, man. I used to live in downtown Dallas, and I think you were maybe a half an hour away. Let's see here. What am I missing? Really acid in the GTT? Yeah. So Shard Vixen says, "How are you liking the mech suit?" You know, I gotta be honest, Grammy. I wasn't that excited about it. It just kind of all the things that they could work on and fix, it wasn't at the top of my list. But having seen it and how great the animation is for it and how cool it is, and you know, they added a reason to have it, which I didn't really think of before. But they made the other exocrafts, weaker in certain areas to make this one stronger in a different area to kind of help specialize them. And I really like that. And it kind of controls, like your character controls. And so it's like an extension of your body in that sense. And so you can go to a very deadly and dangerous planet and not have to worry as much about sort of continuing to pump up your hazard protection, which, you know, has a tendency to kind of pull you away from exploration, which really at the end of the day is all this game has, you know, ever really been about. And all these extra things, I feel like, you know, in the past have kind of taken away from that. But this is a step in the direction of, hey, we want you to explore, and we feel that this makes this easier. And you know, with that, I like it. You know, with in that regard, I think that it's a good choice. So there you have it. What else we got? It's like my own little Gundam. Remus, I know how you are about Gundam. You little bastard, though. Remus and who's the other guy? I can't remember. I think it might have been Jabroni. Got me back into animes, and I'm gonna start watching the new Castlevania season. But I watched Devilman Crybaby, and I started rewatching all of Cowboy Bebop and Desert Punk, and you know, One Punch Man and My Hero Academia, and I got really into the anime scene kind of hard lately. As bad as that sounds, I'm like 33 years old, but anime is just freaking cool, man. I gotta be honest with myself. Okay, so I can't buy acid here. I'm gonna see if I can craft it. I'm sure there's something I can just toss that I don't really need that's in my inventory. I'm like positive that there has to be. So let's see. Do I need this in my personal inventory? No. Can I send it to my ship? Oops, excuse me. Yes, I can. All right, so let's see. Can I craft acid? Well, there's a cobalt mirror. I need that for something. So good to know that I can craft that. All right. So what do I need? I need fungal mold. And where do I find fungal mold? On acidic planets. Okay, is there one in this system? I should really know this. It's my hub. Fungal mold. On Saida. Okay, so we're going to go to Saida. Perfect. How's the stream performance on y'all's end, by the way? Hopefully this new internet is holding up well and everything is running well. Let's see here. Oh, I missed a lot. Have you maxed out your hauler yet? Yes.com, I have. This hauler has been maxed out 48 slots, all tech slots. Yes. Thank you for asking. Let's see here. Kind of clunky and K's already read that one. Have you maxed out your hauler? Yes, I did. We got Dark Lord Zelric in the chat. What is going on? While in the mech and not moving, slowly, rapidly press X and release before it jumps. Best if used after a predator kill. I'm going to try that. I don't know what that means or what that does, but I'm going to try it. It sounds fancy. Shard Vixen says, you are so nice. I try. I really do try. Jabroni says, in the first wave of ideas for No Man's Sky added in, people asked for mechs. Great history lesson there. I did not realize that. And I've been following the game since before launch and playing since it came out. So super duper cool. Appreciate the history lesson there, Jabroni. This community is funny because you can think that you know everything and that you've been around a long time, and you can very quickly find out that you don't really know that much and that there's other people that know more than you. I like how that planet is just procedurally named Nope. Just like, this planet sucks. Don't come here. All right, so that's Anya. Side has got to be this one here. It's got to be. Let's just fly that way and nope, that's Uraz. So let me get a better view of the planets here. Let me get a little bit further away. Grammy says, I think you were great too. Aw, well, thank you. Mythic Variable 9, aka Patrice Marie. I love that name. Says, too bad we can't get the Mech to do our house cleaning like in the Jetsons. It would make house cleaning funner. It would. It certainly would. Could you imagine that big thing just like walking through your house, like putting away like porcelain dishes? Be pretty crazy. Is that it? I feel like that's it. It's got to be that one. Short Vixen says, and I love when you stream, and even better if I can catch you doing it. Well, I appreciate that. I think my streams are kind of but it's cool that you guys stop by and hang out, so really appreciate that. Appreciate all the new subscriptions today, by the way. Big shout out to Sword for having you guys come hang out over here, so I really appreciate that. KJ says, oh my god, Panda, really? I used to live in Plano as a kid. Dude, I'm literally like 15 minutes maybe from Plano. .com says, safer neighborhood. Absolutely. For the people who don't know the story, like, I straight up lived in like dire straits. Like, my car got stolen down the road, my wife's car got broken into, they stole baby diapers and baby clothes and all kinds of stuff like that. And there was break-ins at our apartment complex and all kinds of different stuff. So we just, with a new baby, we just had to get the hell out of there. I'm not paying you guys nothing. So, Sword helped me go through the upgrade process for my ship. So this thing is pretty good from an offensive standpoint. And just like that, dealing a phenomenal amount of damage. Alright, get closer. Until you do, I'll hit you with these. Alright. Come on, Panda, you're extra rusty. Let's do this. Aw, you kidding me? There we go. Okay. Where's this other guy? There we go. Alright, there's Saida. Richard Huntington says Plano. What did I miss when I was in the kitchen? Yeah, so KJ said that she used to live in Plano when she was a kid. I live in McKinney, and I think you live in Irving, if my memory serves me correctly, Richard. So, we are all Third Coast brethren. All right. Graham says, I'll stop by to say hi and to show my support, but I have been having a war with blackberry bushes all day, and it's time to go lay down. Okay, have a good one, Grammy. Thank you for stopping by. Love you. Take care. Hope you feel better tomorrow. Have a good night. .com says, add the ability to call any exocraft to our location like we can with ships, and the differences between them disappear. Add the ability to call any exocraft to our location like we can with ships, and the differences between them disappear. Okay. KJ says, I'm sure I told you at some point, Richard, but it might have been months ago, and I lived there when Plano was a tiny little suburb. Yeah, Plano is not tiny anymore, but, Plano was recently voted as, like, one of the most well-managed cities in the United States. So, still a really nice place to live. I like this structure a lot. See, this is where the mech would come in handy with the freaking being able to drop it from my freighter. Yeah, see, it's too far away. Get some cover real quick. Nah, I'm not worried about all that right now. Thought that was a safe point. That was actually a beacon. Or I thought it was a beacon, but it was actually a signal booster. Grammy says, have a great stream. Lots of love to you, Panda. Keep on being you, and I'll look forward to seeing you stream again. Appreciate that, Grammy. Thank you so much. That's awesome. All right. If you die to pirates, I will come for you. I never die to pirates, Remus.com says, I have also noticed new sounds adding during the warp animation. Yeah, so I recently have acquired a Dolby Atmos surround sound system in my game room. So my new place, I've got a media room, a family room, and a game room. And so I have all of my gaming stuff set up in the game room, and eventually we'll have a theater in the theater room. But long story short is that I've got this Atmos sound system in there, and I didn't realize how awesome this game was from an audio perspective. But yeah, I also noticed, and I'm glad that you brought that up, DK, because I wasn't sure if I was noticing it because of the new sound system or if they had legitimately added new sounds to the game. So you have just confirmed to me that it appears as though they have added new sounds. So that's really, really cool. Where are these plants? Where can I find? I guess if I just walk around a bit, I kind of come across them. I'm sure they're all over the place here. Hey, you want me to lance that thing on your back, buddy? That looks very painful, my friend. Richard Honey says, be right back. Dogs need a walk. Good streaming so far. Hidden Panda Show. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. KJ says, when I was a kid, Plano, Texas was the child suicide capital of the U.S., so I'm glad things improved there. Are you serious? I couldn't imagine that. It seems like it's a fairly affluent area, nice, clean, lots of job opportunity. It's very suburban, so very sort of movie-like suburban, like what you would see suburbs depicted as in film, you know? I mean, from all my experiences with Plano, it's kind of a great place. I mean, there's a few seedy areas and whatnot, but... Alright. Deuterium. Cool. Why have I not found these mushroom caps yet? Ah, there we go. Tons of them right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, hush. All right. Do I have anything to add here? Yeah, I got a battery. Cool. Boom. Does this maneuver still work? It does. I think that might be enough. How much do I have? Yeah, I think I just needed like 200 of it. Storm crystals. That was a pretty cool addition to the game. And when you're starting a new save profile or like you're a new player, that is a pretty legit way to make money right off the bat. That and crashed freighters, finding those canisters. Can I make it? Yeah. What? Yeah. Try to get in on it? Can I get a cheer? Camera ain't that wide, bro. Camera angle ain't that wide.
You want me to make you another drink?
Yeah.
You still been talking?
Appreciate yeah. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. My brother's hooking it up with the drink right now. Freaking love that guy. Okay, let's see. I gotta get to my ship. Panda user files. I tried. I couldn't find them. I tried. It's been a while. Don't make fun of me.com. We got Funny Imps in the chat. What is going on, Funny Imps, dude? Thank you for stopping back by, man. Appreciate that. We got Ryan Muabdeeb. Apparently, the crash ship glitch is back. Been to 3 sites today that had no ship. Oh, are you serious? That's a bummer, dude. Oh, we got Spencer in the chat. Spencer says, Chicharrone. What's going on, Spencer, dude? Thanks for stopping by the chat. KJ says, it was always affluent in Plano, but the kids really suffered for it. But it's not like that anymore. There was basically nothing but schools, churches, and fields of longhorn cattle back then. Oh, there is much more of that. Well, not that, but there's much more things there now, that's for sure. 600, I think, fungal mold. 25 more. 600. Oh, I got to get some more fungal mold. God dang it. We got Phil saying, yeah, Panda, you will need more fungus among us. All right. I got to make another run then. Rima says, and now with the mech, you can collect storm crystals without having to constantly recharge your protection. Ah, that's a good point, dude. Good point. I don't have a coaster. I've been using the mouse pad. Is that ghetto?
No, not at all.
All right, appreciate it. I thought it was kind of like inventive.
Nah. Might be kind of strong,
Appreciate it.
but that's how I like them.
Wait, you gotta do me like that.
Cause you're sure.
All right. Jabroni says, Panda, I thought that if we get them exomech, they would be more dangerous creatures. You know, Jabroni, that's kind of what I was hoping for, right? I was hoping that it was an indicator of many more dangers to come in the game. And that's not the case. Now, we are due a summer update. If you look at this game, it has changed drastically, right, from when it came out. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It is not the same game that we remember. And the reason that I bring that up is because we don't know anything. We don't know what their plans are. I do think that we need more to fight in this game, especially for legacy players, people who've been around a long time and really have the mechanics like dialed in. There's not much of a challenge anymore, right? Like I don't worry about dying in this game because it just simply doesn't happen. And I don't ever have to. I have unlimited resources. I have 900 million units right now, but I've got like 6 billion units in stasis devices just kind of chilling in my freighter. You know, there's nothing in this game that sort of I feel puts any pressure on me, and I think for a lot of people who've been playing for a while, that's kind of something that they need. You know, but also there's nothing wrong with playing just a really chill exploration game either. For new players, they're probably walking into this like, holy hell, this is like the best thing I've ever seen, right? And it's just simply because, you know, what do they have to compare it to? Whereas with me, you know, I've been playing since August 2016, right? So just a different mindset. But yeah, I totally get it, and I'm right there with you, bud. Mythic says, Panda, go raid Sword's Biodome bases. Oh, well, I can't because he's on PC predominantly now. But I think he has a base on Anya in this system. If you guys haven't seen it, Mythic, if you haven't seen it in this system, let me know. If it's still there, I'll go check it out for you. KJ says they're not powered, Patrice. Sword hasn't been on PS4 and FDI for a while. Yeah, I figured so. But the structure might be there. I'll still go check it out. .com says, Panda, might as well grab as much berry tech as you can while you're planet-side. I literally was just thinking that. You are a smart man. .com. And Phil says, I wonder if the leak forced Hello Games to put this out without more stuff like Sentinel PvE. You know, I think that's wishful thinking. I think that the leak may have had them push it a little bit earlier than they intended to. But I think that this was very much the update that they wanted to release, right? And that's okay because, I mean, we're talking about a couple more months, right? And we're in the summertime again where, you know, we could be potentially looking at another anniversary update and major overhaul from No Man's Sky. So this could just be to sort of keep us busy and buy us time, such as they can maybe put out something a little bit more substantial later, right? And we've actually, in 4 years, we've never been wrong about that, right? Every year they've done like a massive overhaul. And so I don't think this year is going to be any different, especially now that their reputation is good, that everything reported about the company has been positive, that the game is well reviewed, well rewarded, well received. And to top that off, they've got the Last Campfire coming out, which I don't know if you guys saw the additional gameplay that was released today on Hello Games' YouTube channel. But man, the Last Campfire looks really cool, and I think I'm going to get it for the Nintendo Switch. Something like that, I want to be able to play like on the go at work, you know, on my break or something like that. It just seems like such a chill sort of thing to do. So, but I literally cannot wait for the Last Campfire. Let's see here. I think so, Phil. That's possibly why things weren't ready, like upgrade modules, for instance. I haven't explored that much, KJ, so you might be right about that, actually. Oh my god, I can't believe I never thought about this. Living frigates. That would be cool. But, you know, here's the thing with frigates. I think frigates are kind of like wasted, right? Like, I think frigates would be really, really cool, specifically in this game, as sort of like a multi-crew type thing. I think you should be able to go with your friends, planet side or whatever, in a frigate. You know, you can all fly together, maybe carry a couple of exocraft with you to deploy, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, you know, obviously I don't want the game to lose its, you know, what do you call it? You know, fantasy charm, right? What makes this game feel so special is that it's not realistic. It's more of a sci-fi fantasy, but at the same time, I think that some of those elements would be really well received in this game. You know, splash a little Elite Dangerous in here, and you got yourself something to really be, you know. I don't want to use expletives, but screw it. I was gonna say this will be something to be fucked with, right? If you're able to do that. So, excuse my language. All right, why is this not going into the ground here? That's weird. Is it because it's too close to the base? That is probably specifically what the problem is. That's all right. I still have to find fungal mold. And why is fungal mold not showing up on my Delio? That's a deposit. It's going to be a mineral deposit. I want a deposit of fungal mold. Don't play with my emotions, Hello Games. Maybe I just forgot how to use the visor. Let's see here. These Brits are very productive programmers. Talk about driven to get this right. Dude, they've been working on the game for like what seems like an eternity. Spencer says, by the way, Spencer Ocampo in the chat is actually a real life friend of mine and a really, really stand-up guy. Man, I'm thinking of buying No Man's Sky on PC on Friday. Dude, it's cheap. It's always on sale. It's a lot of fun. It's a really cool game. Do it, bro. Do it for the G. Okay? It's really cool. I mean, don't expect like Call of Duty in space. It's not that. but it's a very chill game, open world, very exploration heavy and focused, and it's just really cool, man. You're not going to be disappointed in that decision. That I can assure you. There is an intrinsic value at any price point. I've put almost 1,000 hours into this game. For me, as busy as I tend to get, that's a lot. And there's other people out there who have way more time in the game than that. 3,000-4,000 hours, and so on and so on. And it's how many games can you put that much time into, right? This is one of those rare few that you can actually do that. Let's see here. Bruh, I cannot find no goddamn fungal mold. What am I missing? All right, while I'm running over there, let me think of this. Spencer, if you have the PC for it, it's amazing and only $30 right now. Yeah, dude. And here's the thing, man. You have an unbelievable community that's dedicated to helping you out. You've got KJ, you've got Sword, you've got my hub called the Free Delta Initiative, and people in there like .com and Stark Wolf and Cuz Walt or whoever. You've got people there to help you get started. So that if you don't want the grind, if you just want to be able to jump in, explore, and have a great time and not necessarily deal with the grind, you don't have to. There's a place for everyone in this great community. It's just such a cool game. And it's a good game. It's a highly controversial game. Maybe had a bit of a bad launch, right? We're all adults, we can say that. But that being said, although it had a bit of a bad launch, for whatever reason, whether you agree with it or disagree with it or thought the game was great when it came out or didn't, it's a phenomenal game now. It's huge. It's worth $30, dude. You don't have any DLC. You get all these upgrades, all the support from the developer, all of these software updates, 18 quintillion star systems, endless planets and moons to explore, multiplayer. It's awesome, dude. I'm a big advocate for this game. It's one of the few games that I play this hard. It's probably the only game that I play this hard. Actually, let me go back on that hole real quick. I'm kind of curious to see how much salvage data I actually have right now. Mainly because I need 15, right, to buy that other upgrade. I forget what that salvage data icon looks like. There it is. So I need 3 more. 4 more. Also, Spencer, this is probably the biggest VR game that you can play currently. So it's the entire game fully playable in VR. No holdbacks. Literally everything that you see right now, you can experience it in VR. Which is pretty sick. Every exocraft, every spaceship, every space station, every planet, every building you walk into, all in VR. It's won awards for its VR. So if you've got a pretty dope computer and an Oculus Rift or something like that, man, this thing kicks ass. Even with my PS4 Pro and my PlayStation VR, it's immersive enough even on that low level of a VR system that it's pretty incredible anyway. Let's see. I don't need any more berry technology, I don't think. I just need them shrooms. Guys, help me out. How am I missing these? There's got to be way more fungal mold in this, right? Am I tripping? Call my shit then. Oh, do I not have launch? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, do I not have launch fuel? Guys, I got 30 likes on this stream right now, man. I super appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for coming over, for liking the channel. Thank you guys for listening to, Sword's recommendation. I appreciate all the new subs today. Thank you guys for being here. This is a lot of fun. It reminds me how much I was missing by not streaming. Oh, man, he made that strong. Jeezy, crazy. All right, let me get caught up on the chat here real quick. That sounds like Star Citizen. I don't want it to be too much like Star Citizen. I don't want it to be too much like Elite Dangerous, because those games are more like Sims than they are like a sci-fi fantasy. But I think that those features add good gameplay value, right? Seriousless, this game doesn't have a lot of gameplay. It's got a lot of features and a lot of great exploration, and you can do a lot of building and stuff like that, but there's no motivation, I guess, really. Maybe that's just me. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, that it's just one area that they can improve on. Rima says, remember when we were going to play Elite Dangerous? I got into it, and you weren't there, Remus. You weren't there for me, and I had to break it off, dude. I'm sorry, bro. You just got to hit me up and freaking swipe right, broski. But no, I got on Elite Dangerous. I dove into it pretty damn hard. I got a keel back right now. I'm doing, what do you call it? Well, the last time I played, which I would say probably about a month or two now. But I had bought a keel back, and I was doing boom deliveries and things like that, killing pirates and stuff. Played with Cuz Walt. I played with Dave Langer and Hidden and a few other people, man. It was cool as hell. Elite's pretty sick. KJ says, you're too close to someone else's base. Figured that's what it was. There now no terrain edit at other players' bases. That's all for the best, Dark Lord. Jabroni says, if they do flying frigates update, they can do living frigates idea. Or giant warp gates. Warp gates would just be aesthetic, non-functional thing. But I agree with you. I think we deserve a better warp animation. And maybe they'll do it. Maybe they won't, My fingers aren't crossed. I'm not holding my breath. Phil says, Spencer, I just bought my second PC license. KJ has me playing permadeath and getting my butt kicked. Just bought the PS4 version to use PSVR. I'm hooked. Dude, the VR makes it sick. I'm probably, with my new setup, I got like this bi-directional switch so that I can swap between my PS4 Pro with HDR and the Gen 1 PSVR, so I've got it set up properly. Having to unplug and replug everything all the time is kind of what kept me away from VR, but I cannot wait to play that Mech in VR. I'm super looking forward to that. Big time. Seriously big time. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to catch up on all this, but really great conversations going in here, and I'm kind of liking what everybody's talking about. Spencer says, "Gee," that's an inside joke. You guys aren't going to get it, sadly. But Spencer says, "Absolutely, man. The game looks packed. It's just a lot of cool stuff to do. It's got a little something for everybody, right? I think this game is approachable for everyone, every sort of play style, every age group, every complexity level. Whether you like building, exploring, fighting with space pirates and stuff like that specifically. I mean, it's there. It has a little bit of everything, right?" Jabrani says, "Panda, I've seen the Space Whales and Star Citizen concept art. It's beautiful. Still not going to play it before it releases, and I'm a teen." Gotcha. Okay. Well, I apologize for the foul language I used earlier. Don't flag me. Let's see here. KJ says 4,500 hours, 15 saves. Only been playing since August 2018, so needs a life. No. You just have you probably 95% of everything that you're playing right now is No Man's Sky, which is how you've been able to get 4,500 hours. I'm playing, No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous right now. A little bit of Call of Duty. I'm playing. Which hit me up, Panda Poopy 1 on PS4. If you guys got that on any console, obviously it is cross-platform. But Panda Poopy 1, I'll put it in the chat. Add me on PSN. Here, let me do that. Panda Poopy 1. I'll spell it. But this is my PSN name. That is my my Xbox name. Maybe in my description I'll put my Nintendo Switch friend code as well. It'd be really cool if No Man's Sky came to Switch. I could explore space on the go. What? That'd be sick. Hell yeah. We shall have a VR mech duel. Remus, we shall. We shall. Yep. Panda didn't see the new warp gates. We're in space. Shows up when you warp. Gotcha. Funny Imp says, it's great to see you on again, man. I appreciate that, Funny Imps. Life has been crazy, to say the least. Right. .com says, KJ, there are some who'd argue that they'd like that life. Yes, they are some that would. And yeah, pretty cool. And Spencer says, no work will get done at work if it comes to the Switch. Spencer, you know how I make money. So the Switch ain't going to stop me from working, homie. It just won't. I gots to stay busy. That check ain't guaranteed. Well, I guess right now with COVID, it currently is. But it's based on my 10-week average, which is popping, by the way. But yeah, so lucked out on that one. Spencer and I work for the same company. So I work for a custom division of a consumer electronics company where I design custom media room solutions and do commercial and residential type work. So I spend some time in the store, most of my time outside the store. But that's how me and Spencer know each other. So we are co-workers, but we are also friends. And he got my old position at work and is doing very, very well at it. So for you guys that have been following for a while, I was the Verizon third-party, what they call a VPL at Best Buy. And so Spencer took over that role, and he's doing really well. Spencer, are you still thinking about going into the Navy? Is that still on your list, your to-do list? Dude, where is this fungal mold, man? Should I fly around and try to find this shit? Mythical says, Panda, what do you play on Xbox? This is going to sound hella lame because PlayStation's my favorite console and I got an Xbox to play certain things with my brother. But basically, here's what I play on Xbox. Occasionally No Man's Sky with .com when I'm in the mood, although I haven't played in quite a while. And Skate 3, believe it or not. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Big Skate 3 fan. See if I can protect myself up in here real quick. Let that recharge. Anybody got any insight on how I can more easily find these plants? I forget what they're called. Anyone else been playing Animal Crossing? If you have a new leaf for the 3DS, hit me up. I heard about Animal Crossing, but I've never played that game. I don't know what it's about or anything. Spencer says, absolutely. That's what's up, dude. That's awesome. All right, Phil's got some advice. I'd summon your ship. The fungal mold indicator is in the same as the jade peas and wheat stuff, the wheat-shaped icon. Ah. So if I go where the wheat stuff is, I am more likely to find fungal mold. See, I knew you guys would come through. Thank y'all. All right, let's see. Where my snap peas at? Snap peas. All right, jade peas. All right, let's head that way. Lies. It's all lies. Harvey Dent. Can you be trusted? All right, let's see. All right, let's go this way. He went searching, but all he could find was peas. Many peas. Knowledge stone. Jade peas. Dude, this planet sucks for fungal mold. Oh my gosh. Wait, is that ancient what? Ancient data structure. Alright, I get it. Throw a battery on it. Alright, cool. Oh, navigation data. Alright. Storm crystal. Cargo drop. Buried technology. Man, I am really struggling. I'm going to call the ship. I'm going to use the ship. I think somebody recommended that method. Just going to fly really, really low and see if I can find it. This looks like a job for the Exomech. I know. Panda, the icon you see in the visor for jade peas is the same for all of the plants of the food processor as well as crafting plants like fungal mold or star bulb, etc. .com. You are a gentleman and a scholar. So maybe I'm just in a bad area. So let me try this. So let me just go pretty far somewhere else. And try my luck. Thank you, DK. I feel bad because I know better. No. Only after you hover over it will it tell you exactly what it is. Gotcha. What is this blue hole? Ah. Come on. I need to quit flying so fast toward the ground. Load world. Load. Hey Panda, have you ever seen Amanda Freighter's mod? Besides Ray Rod, his mod is the best retro sci-fi mod made for No Man's Sky. No, I actually have not kept up with any of that, sadly. I'm not aware of it. But now that you mention it, I will certainly check it out. Pulpy Roots. So .com is right. So it'll say sort of what it is. Jade peas, heptapod wheat, fungal cluster. Okay, KJ and DK coming through. Yes. You ain't no fungal cluster. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, you can pick these like little individual ones too. All right, so that's not enough fungal cluster. Can you get that? That's not one. Super cool. Okay. All right, let's see where I'm at. Fungal mold. 684. Let's get back to the ship, baby. Freaking awesome. Panda, if you were on Xbox, I would give you thousands. I am on Xbox on No Man's Sky, but I'm in a permadeath save that .com helped me start. It's just that PlayStation's my go-to console, and I rarely find myself on Xbox. So the only thing I've ever really played on there consistently is Skate 3. Kermit the Frog. Hands waving. Yeah, dude. I actually work with a guy named Ryan who does a really good Kermit the Frog impression. Like, really good. Like, perfect. That's awesome. Alright, let's get back to my mech. See, this is exactly why I want to be able to steer in pulse drive. I mean, my goodness, right? It's the vacuum of space. There, I have no friction to compete with. Right there. All right. wish they did an update on the biome colors, like a toxic planet that's red, gray, and white. Ooh. Should have been paying attention. All right. What I want to see from a biome update perspective is I'd like to see multiple biomes on a particular planet. Like, I would love to explore this planet so much more if there was the possibility that this planet has a desert biome somewhere in its equatorial regions or southern hemispheres, or that there was like a polar ice cap. I don't want to see it in every system on every freaking planet like they do a lot of the times, because Hello Games is in a really tough position, right? What tends to happen is somebody will come up and say, hey man, I want this. Like it happened with Pathfinder, right? Where in the previous updates, like, dude, for people that haven't been playing since launch, the game when it first came out, dead. Everything dead, right? 99% of all planets dead. It was hard as shit to find life, to find a lush planet, to find trees, to find all these things. You couldn't do it. You couldn't find anything. I mean, everything was dead. It was to the point where like some planets were so devoid of resources that if you didn't plan accordingly and calculate your inventory well, it was possible that you could become stranded on those planets with no resources to recharge any of your stuff to leave, and you would have to start a new game, right? Most planets were dead. So what that did was when you found lush planets and Earth-like planets, or just life in general, it was very rewarding. I remember when I first started playing the game, it took me 50 light years, or not light years, but it took me 50 warp jumps, okay? Averaging, 3 to 5 planets a system or whatever. It took me 50 jumps to acquire a planet that actually had creatures on it. So it really made me go out and explore. I probably took more screenshots during this period of time than I ever had before. And it was because there was a rewarding component to exploring. But people who they might be in the far edge of the galaxy or not near the center or in an area of the galaxy where maybe there's not many lush planets or whatever the case was, they started complaining. So Hello Games put an update out that added more lush planets. Well, when they did that, it was like you could find them everywhere. And then it got even worse with Beyond. It was like every star system has like one lush planet, and out of 5 planets, 4 of them have freaking life on them. And so it became less and less rewarding to find these planets in these systems. So I would love to see like a major overhaul with regard to the planets, with regard to the biomes, colors, all that kind of stuff. The same thing as everybody else wants. But I want it to be incredibly rare. You guys have seen me pulsing all over this star system, but what haven't you seen? I haven't come across one of those freighters that they talked about in one of the patches. I haven't come across one of those living creatures. I haven't been like interdicted by some other kind of life form offering to sell me something or whatever, right? I know that's out there. I know that an update brought that. I know that people have experienced that, but so far I haven't come across it, right? And that's what I want. I want it to be rare so that when it happens, it's that much more rewarding. I really feel like I discovered something. And I kind of want to know y'all's opinion on this as well. And y'all tell me your thoughts, right? I have always been in the mindset of when you discover a new planet or star system, especially a star system, in No Man's Sky, I don't want there to be a space station. I don't want there to be NPCs. I don't want there to be buildings. I don't want there to be trade outposts. I want nothing, right? I discovered it. No one has been there before. It's my discovery. And so now this is a mechanic that I would like to see in the game, and something that evolves over time. It feels like you're making an impact in the universe. So let's say that you discover a planet, and let's say that or a star system rather, And let's say that the star system that you discover, you're the first person to ever come across that star system. There's nothing there. Well, now when you find that star system and you discover it and you upload your discoveries, right, to the server or what have you, it pings something in the system, right? Hey, there's a new discovery. Now that there's a new discovery, economy starts to evolve. First, a space station shows up. So you might land in that system one day and find, hey, here's a space station. Now I have trade in this system. And now you might see NPC activities. There might be pirates. There might be outposts. And all of these things develop over time so that it feels like, hey, not only did I discover this, but because I discovered it, it made an impact in the universe that now there's this economy that's here. There's these resources that are being traded and gathered, and other players can come and share in this discovery. I think that that's a much better system to handle it, because ever since the game came out, when you discover a system, what did you discover? There's already a space station there. There's already NPCs living on it. What did you find? Really? You know, the feeling of discovery doesn't feel like it belongs to you. And that's one of the biggest changes that I want to see in No Man's Sky. So for everything that this game does right, which is like 99% of everything, that's like one of those small things that I think would make a really big impact in the feeling of discovery in the game. Because otherwise, what did you find? There's already people and things there. What did you really do? So that's kind of the big thing. You're not going to finish it? You want to say hi? No. No? Okay. Richard Huntington in all caps says, yes, exactly. KJ says, I've seen a waterfall underwater. You know, honestly, that's kind of dope, really. You know? Let's see here. Let me get caught up because I went on a tangent. Let's see. I would go to heaven with running water. I've seen a waterfall underwater. An overhaul of the water surface texture would be cool, like the Seas of Thieves water texture. That would be cool, especially with the art style that No Man's Sky already has. That's a very good point, actually. It always makes me wonder when people say they want more variety, but they want the old game. That doesn't make sense. The old game didn't have anything in it. It was mostly dead. But here's the thing. Here's this weird paradox that occurs. By removing all the things that you currently have and reducing how frequently you find them, you have inadvertently increased the variety. Does that make sense? The reason why for some people the game feels repetitive or a sense of, I've seen this before, is because they have, right? Everywhere you go, you can tell by a certain kind of planet what the experience on that planet is going to be like, what sorts of life forms are there, and to a degree that's realistic. That's how we discover planets in our own universe. Oh, this planet has these features, it's likely that you'll find these things, and that's okay. But in our solar system, in our own solar system, okay, we have one planet that has life, and everything else is dead as shit. And everything around us immediately is dead as shit, right? And there's only certain places that might have some shit, but 99% of all the shit that's anywhere near us is dead as hell, right? And so I kind of want it to resemble that, because you imagine being an Earthling, you're on this wonderful planet, you've got all this green stuff, all this flora, all this fauna, and let's say that you do want to go discover a new planet, or you know, and let's say that you're traveling, and just when you think you've lost all hope, I'm not going to find anything, you find it, and you're like, dude. Richard Huntington is going to know this feeling very well, because we've been playing the game just as long as each other, I feel like. Richard Huntington, back me up on this. If you're still watching, okay? Back me up on this. Do you remember Just Jared and Boondock and all those guys when they were doing their hub streams? Do you remember how fucking exciting, excuse my language, people would get when they found Diplos? Do you remember how hard it was to find Diplos. It was like 5% of players worldwide had ever seen a Diplo. People went years with never seeing a Diplo. I played for 3 years before finding a Diplo on my own. That's what I want back. I want that. And that's going to, honestly, it's just going to be hard to do. Because in order to make everybody happy, which is an impossible task, and Hello Games is trying very hard, you're going to have to take certain liberties. And it is what it is. Doesn't make it a bad game, doesn't, none of that. But it's just, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Anyway. I'm going off on a thing. Okay, let's see. But I haven't played in a while, and those are my true feelings, so. Let me ditch this Pugnium. Okay. I can go fuck up some Sentinels and get that back real quick, like. Alright, let's see here. Let's build some acid. Oh, I keep hitting square. I played Skate 3 on Xbox last night, so like, to me, square is X. It's messing my whole head up. Okay, let's see. Acid, 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 acid. Where's the acid? Why can't I build it? What am I missing? All products. Is that what was going on? Was I looking through a filtered menu? That's precisely what it was. Okay. I was so confused. Oh, and I happen to have Mordite too, which I wasn't expecting. Okay, super duper cool. All right. And let's build it. Sweet. All right, let's move this guy here. Let's take this technology, put it here. Bada bing. Now what does this do? Significantly reduces fuel burn. Okay. Cool. I love how fast the jetpack recharges though. Kind of makes the whole thing worth it. Alright, so the other thing I needed to do was I have 15 salvage tech, I believe. I do, exactly 15, perfect. So now I've got to go buy that technology from the Space Anomaly so that I can call this bad boy down from anywhere. God, that's so cool. I love the idea of how they redid the Space Anomaly by sort of like making it this tower from Destiny. Super freaking cool. .com says it would make sense for Hello Games to hold major changes like mixed biomes or changing the frequency of lush planets to coincide with crossplay, and that might come with next-gen consoles. Phil says that sounds great, but maybe a little lonely. If I could discover a planet and then coax NPCs Sims to come, or coax NPC Sims to come and develop it with me. You know, that's a cool way to do that. I like that. I like that, Phil, a lot. Phil says some folks asked refurbished, broken down space stations. That would be rewarding too. Yeah, you know, like maybe finding like a derelict sort of space station or something like that. You know, that you can maybe repair or something. Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. .com says, I can't see crossplay coming without a reset. That's my logic behind the above sentiment. Yeah, you know, in this community, especially people that have been playing for a while, we have no fear of resets and overhauls. It's something that we've all kind of gone through before and dealt with before, right? And we've been there, you know. I'm not opposed to it, but for newer players that haven't been used to the trials and tribulations of this game, it might be a little daunting of an experience, to say the least. But yeah, I don't see them, I'm right there with you, DK. I don't see them making that transformative of a change without there being some kind of a reset to coincide with that. Absolutely. Let's see here. Phil says, Fallout 76 did a faceplant because people were used to interesting NPCs to save the game. Bethesda is adding them back when it turned out that fellow players were often griefers. That's a very good point. I completely understand that. Richard Huntington says, I'm here. And Jabroni says, they don't hurt me, make some planets' oceans into glow, and it's a bit slower to... I'm not sure that I understand the structure of the sentence, sadly, Jabroni, if you could sort of rephrase that possibly. Richard says, yep, I finally found one a few months ago, referring to the Diplos, I'm assuming. It's one of those rare creatures in the game, and I wish that the game more heavily sort of was influenced by those sorts of discoveries. It's very rewarding when you have to work so hard to find something, and it encourages exploration. A lot of the things that the updates have brought discourages exploration, whether that's base building, whether that's your freighters and being able to build bases on your freighters and so on and so forth. All of that stuff can have a tendency to be sort of a deterrent, right, to the exploratory type aspects of the game. And, that for me as a day one player, that's what drew me to the game, is that sense of exploration. Not everybody's going to agree with that, and that is, variety is the spice of life, as they say. Jabroni says, I have to ask Ray Rod if he can do a low-gravity planet, floating islands, waterfalls in the islands. There are floating islands in the game already, Jabroni. You might just not have found them. There are also low-gravity planets. I was recently just on one. .com says, you can call the Nexus again, even if it's already in the system. Forgot about that. Good point. Richard Huntington says, Diplos. Yep. So figured you were talking about the Diplos. All right. So let's go ahead and give this a bad boy module for our space freighter here. Pew! All right. I think it's purchased at this terminal, which everyone seems to be gladly occupying. Large prefabs, technology modules, that's what we're looking for, I think. Light box. Not technology modules, transport modules. There we go. This is 15 salvage. So I need to make 3 warp cells. Okay. Do I got warp cells in my freighter? I do. Pretty good. This is perfect. Alright. Your boy keep them warp cells on deck. I love the smoke trail effect. I think that's a really good look. Reba says, the best animal I have found were those tiny bugs that I thought were record-breaking that Rush of Excitement has yet to meet me in a while. Yeah, I think, were you wrong about that? I feel like you found like the galaxy's tiniest creature, right? Or is that is that not right? I thought you did. Let me go a little bit further out this way. Oh, here come the yawns. Okay, let's call in that bad boy freighter. Oh, I can't put it here. Bummer. Well, there we go. Hello games, give me more for my freighter to do. Also give much more purpose to these frigates, which are sweet as hell, and I have like 20 of them. I love my fleet so much. I might actually have a really great picture of my fleet. Sorry, guys. Capture gallery. No Man's Sky. Boom. It's like one of my favorite screenshots ever, and it's of my fleet. Yeah, that's one. Freaking sweet. I love it. That was no filter, just in-game raw. Here's another one. I just want like more for these things to do. Freaking awesome. All right, let's get back to it. I checked the wiki and there are smaller. Well, damn. But hey, like you said, that exhilaration, that rush, that feeling that you might have found something that no one else ever did. It's good shit, man. All right, let me build. I'm assuming it's going to be under tech. It's going to be under, is it general? Nah. Is it portable? What category would this be under? Specialist exocraft, right? Oh, shit. That's freaking cool. Okay. Where can I put this cool little thing? What's it doing in that corner? Like, why is it wanting to go there? Like, how is that possible? I already have like a, right? Or no? Oh, no, there's nothing there. Okay, cool. I was like, why is it allowing me to build that there? It didn't make any sense for a second. Where my body is. There we go. Bow. All right. Built. Freaking cool. Wait, can I call any exocraft anywhere that my space? What the? Okay, that's cool. I think I can call any exocraft anywhere that my freighter is. Anyone. If that's the case, that is sick. Let's see. Let us try. My sweet collection. Okay. Some of you guys that are watching, I feel like you said that you're fairly new to the game. So you guys are about to witness something that's just absurdly freaking cool as hell. Oh, that's Chimp's base. Around here somewhere. Please tell me it's still here. I'm glitching, so I know I'm near it. There's a lot of bases in our hub here, so these planets can get a little upset, to say the least. Is it higher? Do I need to be higher? Or do I think I need to be higher? Is that something? Yeah, okay. We've got some very prolific little builders here in our community. So we've got Slade Braddock's TIE Fighter right here, which is really, really sweet. Let's take a quick look at that bad boy. You can actually go in it. It's like a voxel style TIE Fighter. And this has actually been featured and shared by Hello Games themselves. We have a Millennium Falcon. And there's other people, guys, who have built Millennium Falcons in the game, but not like this one. And I'm going to show you why. Those rock spideys. You know, I still have not seen those. I still, to this day, have not come across those things, KJ. I said it yesterday. We're stuck in the Cretaceous. We need to move forward. Evolution calling. Oh my God, the first time a rock spider jumped out of the ground, I almost pooed my pants. Panda, yeah, it's that time of night for me. Thanks for the stream, Panda. Hope you stream again soon. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Don't forget to smash the thumb. Don't forget to smash and thumb blue. Seriously, it makes me feel good that you guys all showed up tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Seriously, it's been so long since I streamed. Ruma said, I kind of miss the whole Uncharted feel of No Man's Sky, knowing that you couldn't take a portal or terminus back home and progressing deeper into the galaxy. I know that there's been a trade-off, you know, that you've gotten all these great features, but you lost that lonely, helpless feeling, which was kind of endearing, right, Remus? In a way, you know, and it could just be that it's that whole thing where, like, when you get older, you kind of reminisce about the past, and that you have this sort of like idealized version of the past that may not necessarily be entirely accurate, right? But it's how you remember or perceive it, and so, you know, maybe that's kind of the case with us. We have this sort of fond memory of this experience that we all went through together. When the game first came out, it wasn't very popular. People weren't really playing it. And so the people that were just kind of developed a really close knit relationship, and maybe that's kind of what we're all used to, right? But yeah, KJ says, "Stay safe, take care, stay well, Patrice for sure." Mythic Variable, aka Patrice Marie, take it easy. Have a good night. So kind of you to stop by and hang out, and I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thanks, KJ Gaming. I will be making more masks tomorrow for my neighbors. Best to your loved ones, hun. Yes, do what you can. Guys, this is not a joke. It's not a conspiracy theory or anything like that. My cousin, okay, my family's from the Cayman Islands. My cousin, Darlene, she's from Cayman, where I was born. I'm a UK citizen. Cayman Islands is a territory of the United Kingdom. She has diabetes. She suffers very badly from diabetes. She lost a leg to diabetes. She has existing health conditions, and she miraculously survived COVID-19. She's in the UK, and luckily there, where she's receiving a majority of her health care and her treatment, because if you are a UK citizen, you're automatically enrolled into their National Healthcare Service, which unfortunately has a lot of costs and taxes associated with it. But the people of Great Britain, at least, they can just go if they don't feel well. And luckily, she caught it early enough and she survived. But she shared her journey with us and the family on Facebook and sort of what that experience was like. And it's not fun, right? And it affects all people of all ages, but it has a very heightened effect on older people and people that have pre-existing medical conditions or underlying health concerns. And there's a reason why everyone's being asked to stay inside, and anything that you could do to help anybody out. Supplies are running thin. So I just wanted to really give a big shout out to Mythic Variable, aka Patrice Marie, for what appears to be a very community-oriented duty of helping to make masks for the people in their community, so that they can be healthy and avoid this crisis. So big shout out. If you guys feel so inclined, please hashtag Mythic Variable in the chat. That would be lovely. You seem like a really, really great person. I'm glad that you took the time out of your night to be here and to hang out with me this evening. I appreciate that. .com says, remember the electrical update? The wiring? Yeah. Oh, you mean specifically with the Millennium Falcon potentially, right? Yeah. Stark Wolf, yeah. Tomcat's Falcon it's the sickness, man. Yeah, we're gonna fly over to this thing. It's breathtaking in all actuality. It's kind of funny with an object like this in the upper atmosphere. You can kind of see some of the cheat codes in a sense that Hello Games did with textures like clouds and things like that. You can kind of see how they got away with some magic there. It's a static two-dimensional object, if you notice, that just kind of moves with the camera. So all that's designed obviously to keep memory consumption very low on a game that builds itself simultaneously as you play. But so this is the Millennium Falcon built by Agent Tomcat. Not everything is visible in one simple viewing. The whole thing has to load in. So, the beloved cannon that's at the top and the radar is there. It just takes a moment to load in. But it's typically right here. You just got to give it some time to kind of pop in. We've got the little dish right there as well. On the original Millennium Falcon, from the original release of the movie, that dish was circular. And let's see here. But unlike a lot of other Millennium Falcons in this game, Oop. There we go. Tomcat took the time, and I might have got myself stuck in a really bad spot here. Okay, let me see if I can find my way back in. Tomcat took the time to make the inside. And if I can actually get this thing to load, that would be great. There we go. So I'll give it a second to load on the inside. But he actually built the inside out, and he modeled the different rooms after the actual rooms. in the Millennium Falcon, and it's truly great. Let's see here. Are you playing this on your laptop? Mag, yes, I am. I am playing on my laptop. So I'm using Remote Play. I'm running my Ethernet cable directly into the wall, and my PlayStation is also connected via Ethernet. It's the best way for me to stream because I don't like PlayStation's implementation of it. I think that Xbox has a better implementation of streaming, specifically through Twitch. It's the better inbuilt system that I've used, but I prefer to do this method because I can utilize OBS and put overlays and have my chat up and things like that in a much different fashion than what PlayStation provides. So yeah, I am playing on my laptop. Hopefully it's not like absolutely fucking like terrible and disgusting, but I do the best I can. Remus says, I went to the FTI Amino yesterday and saw some screenshots of my long gone day one save and almost shed a tear. Almost. You know, Remus, it is okay to cry. You know, as a man in the world, it's fine. I won't judge you. That does give me hope, Panda. I have leukemia and it does scare me, but we're going well here in Oregon. Or we're doing well here in Oregon, I think is what you're meant to say. I didn't know that, KJ. And yeah, I mean, your state of mind, believe it or not, I mean, there's a lot of studies that show this. But your state of mind has a big effect on your overall health. To the point where whether you're religious or not, people who are religious and who pray, let's say for example, it's irrespective of the religion, they tend to have better health outcomes than people who don't, and it's because of the belief that they're going to be fine. And oftentimes it ends up being true, and I think it's because once you place yourself in a positive mindset and you don't allow anxiety and fear to take grip of your life and your day-to-day mental health, it allows your body to function normally and properly, and your immune system and everything else. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in a psychosomatic death spiral. And I didn't know that, like I said, I didn't know that about you, KJ, but I have, only the highest regard for you. And I have all the confidence in the world that you'll pull through. And you have to believe that as well. And the more that you believe that, and the stronger that you believe that, science shows empirically that you will have a better outcome. And so for me and for everyone around you, have tons of hope and tons of happiness, and bask in the glow and the light of all the happiness that people provide around you. And I'm glad to hear that Oregon is doing well. We have some friends that recently moved to Washington State, and I have a friend who's in the military, he's in the Air Force, and he's at Fairchild outside of Spokane in Washington State, where sort of the birth of this whole COVID-19 thing happened in the United States. And I was very concerned about them for a while, and they're all doing well. So we gotta stick out for each other for sure. Stark Wolf, for sure, man. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. It was good seeing you in the chat today. And yeah, stay safe and stay healthy. Absolutely. Let's see here. I work at a couple hospitals. I can tell you supplies have been short for a while. Funny imps, I do not doubt that for a second. It's been crazy. I have several friends in the healthcare industry. It's been wild. Panda, awesome for you, for your loved one. So glad she's doing better. I have an independent senior building. We lost 2 neighbors within a couple of days of each other. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night, Mythic Variable, aka Patrice Marie. It's crazy, My cousin is very lucky, considering that she has already lost a limb to diabetes and is suffering from other chronic illnesses. The fact that she was able to make it through COVID-19 despite her existing circumstances is crazy, and unfortunately that's not true for everybody. But I'm telling you, this has touched my own life, people in my family, and it's not a joke. Take it very seriously. Richard, I see you've been enjoying the update. Dude, I wanted to hate it, but I kind of been liking it. I'm not even gonna lie. Jabroni Beanie says, Panda, did you see the Kipo on Age of Wonder Beat on Netflix? And no, I have not. But everything that you've mentioned that I've checked out, I've enjoyed, so I'm gonna take a look at it. Have you seen Tiger King? That one's really good. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were doing that, Panda. Awesome use of the laptop there. Yeah. So it's the only way that like I can stream effectively. Damn it. Come on. Is by using the laptop in that way. Otherwise, I have to rely on the PlayStation's inbuilt system, which is not very nice. I thought if I gave it some time, I would have been able to utilize that, but clearly not. Man, that's really unfortunate because there is some very cool things in there, especially the cockpit that I want to be able to see. You know, I'm stubborn. I'm going to try one more time. I am stubborn. What are you playing this game on? I am playing on PlayStation 4 Pro. But yeah. Richard Hyde said the exomech suit is just damn fun. Stop. Yep. Damn it. I'm over it. I give up. I can't. I really wanted to show that to you guys. I do have if you look on the channel, I have different playlists. One of my playlists is a playlist called Hub Highlights, which it basically I did a highlight reel, which I really want to start doing again. But it was to showcase all the cool things that people in the Free Delta Initiative built in our hub system and in around the neighboring star systems. And it was a really cool thing that everyone did. And I took those shots and made videos. But if you look up that playlist, you'll see this base there and the full interior breakdown of it. I mean, it's just super freaking cool. It's awesome. It's really well done by Agent Tomcat. So KJ says, Richard, I don't want to like the mech, but it's stupid fun. Dude, it is. Well, see, the thing is, I think that there's so many things that like Hello Games could work on and improve in No Man's Sky that like when I heard that they were adding a mech, you know, it just kind of, it didn't like hit the feels for me. But now that I've experienced it and kind of played around with it and added some tech to it, I'm excited for, you know, how I'm going to explore with this thing. I've got some ideas, you know. Marty Merrick, who's a member of the FDI as well, he's a big cave explorer, specifically underwater caves, and he's found some pretty cool discoveries. So has Stark Wolf, and I want to take that mech suit in those uncharted waters and kind of go on a underwater spelunking adventure. Stand by for Titanfall, exactly. That's right. I built that thing. I I can use it. I can do it whenever. That's why I originally came on this planet. God damn. You guys are so good at keeping me on track. Oh my god. Okay. And it's a long way down. This game is so freaking huge. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Slow that descent. There we go. Let's bring it down. Can I call anything from any? Well, obviously not the submarine. Ah! Yeah, buddy. Okay. Stop. Sick, man. For you guys that have been playing around with this mech for like a little while since the update, like can this thing take a fall from pretty much anywhere? Like from any height? Like can this thing handle it? That's cool. It's got its own terrain manipulator. Freaking awesome. Ooh. Unibay. Unibay.com. You were the man. You were the man. The Jew is doing well, Remus. He's doing very, very well. He's been super busy. He works for Amazon. They're one of the few companies right now. His company and the company that I work for seem to be doing very well during this whole crazy thing. But yeah, he's doing very well. He's not been into No Man's Sky for quite some time, sadly. I think he burned himself out on it. He had thousands of hours in it. It's been playing it for years now, for 4 years or whatever. And but he's doing well. Thank you for asking about him. I'm gonna go to Unibay, and I'm gonna call in my mech. I'm gonna go way, way deep. I've destroyed so many ships and sentinels. It's not even funny. Are you... Call me the Mandalorian of No Man's Sky. I dislike sentinels just like dislikes. Mag, here's the thing, broski. Do you like PvP in No Man's Sky? There's a specific reason that I ask. Because if you go back on previous videos I've done on the channel, one of the things that the FDI does very well, thanks to a member that we have, although I don't know how active they are anymore, it's been quite some time, but we have really good PvP arenas. And I don't know how you feel about PvP, but we've got some pretty cool locales in which to do that. So, all right. Unibay, there we go. Exciting. Unibay has one of like the best underwater cave systems ever. No PvP for the love of God, not in this game. Man, I like it. I think it actually functions decently. I think there's a lot of opportunity for it. But no, I totally understand where you're coming from. But if we're not going to have PvP or a focus on PvP, I would love to see a lot more PvE. Oh, sorry guys, but I am pretty alone in that sentiment as well. Oh, the Void Egg seeks a specific world in this system. Okay. Next stream, I'm gonna try to start the process of hatching that fucking Delingle. This is the one. This is it. Love this planet. It's a great planet. Please, I suck enough at PvPs. You know, me too, but it's not like you would think. It's actually a lot of fun. I would recommend you checking out the stream. We had an absolute blast doing it. I mean, a blast. So don't, don't let it scare you. Don't let it steer you away. It was a lot of fun. I gotta find Ocean. This is just a beautiful planet, just in general. I fucking love, sorry for the language, I love this planet. Me and Stark Wolf had a really great like round of exploration here. It was really terrific. Freaking awesome. Oh my god, that's awesome. Switch to first person view real quick. Oh, dude, I cannot wait to see this in VR, man. I'm having way too much fun with this thing. Oh, there might be a good screenshot opportunity here. There's the coordinates on the bottom left if you guys want to like freaking screenshot that, come visit this planet. This is a great system. There's two really terrific planets here. And then the rest of the planets are, you know, I mean, honestly, they're all pretty good, but there's two specifically wonderful planets in this particular system. Gotta breathe. And just like that, no damage. And I can just continue to explore. Freaking awesome. Sorry guys, I gotta get a couple of screenshots. That I haven't been to this planet in a long time. This is just a freaking awesome place. Everything okay?
I text you.
You did? Okay. Right now. You okay? Do you want me to make you some tea or anything? Huh? Huh? You want some tea? What kind of tea you want, honey? Chamomile? I got you. Richard Huntington says, "Hi, I'm Mrs. Panda." John Hall says, "Is Panda muted?" Nope. .com says, hashtag Mrs. Panda. Oh, hey, the next time I stream, you guys gotta see the baby. I'm gonna show you guys the baby. I'm gonna stream earlier next time so that you guys can see her while she's up. Alright, where my ship at? But I'm gonna have to call it quits, guys. Mrs. Panda is desiring some nice hot tea right now, so getting some stuttering. My brother must be playing something online. I'll get back to my ship so I can save. Well, I guess I can just call it right here. All right, cool guys. So I got to play around with the Exo Mech. I got to get those upgrades built for it. Got to discover some cool things. Got to find out some new features of the No Man's Sky update. On the next stream, probably what I'm going to end up doing is continuing to further enhance this Exo Mech experience. But also, I kind of want to explore this particular planet again, maybe build something. We'll see what the future has in store. I definitely do need to do some Quicksilver missions though, because I definitely want one of those bobbleheads that I can place in my ship. But anyway, guys, let me catch up on the chat real quick, and then we'll go ahead and close this thing out. So let's see here. He's just vibing. I'll be back after a reboot. I haven't heard shit the whole time. Okay. Hashtag baby panda. Dude, for sure. You guys got to see the panda cub. .com says, John, someone previously having the same issue and refreshed a few times to get it. I think it was Grammy. Sentinels. Richard says, good streaming at Hidden Panda Show. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Same goes out to you as well, man. I see you out there grinding, still doing your thing, and love all the support that you've been giving the community for as many years as you have, man. You're freaking awesome. Guys, if you're not familiar with Richard Huntington, please just click on that link. Go subscribe to his channel. He's been streaming and covering No Man's Sky as far back as I can remember. I would even venture to say since launch. But it's just a really great channel, really chill stream. So, you know, there's a lot of streamers out there where they have like a point or a purpose. They're like teaching you something or like learning a skill or whatever, you know. I want to be fair to Sword, which I appreciate you guys coming here, but he's a different player than me. Sword is a very technical player. He understands the mechanics of the game. You're going to learn something when you watch his streams. You're not going to learn anything when you watch a Panda stream. You're just not. I'm just chill. I'm here. I'm playing the game. I'm having a great experience, and I'm really just here to talk to you guys, read comments, see what you guys think, and kind of like blast ideas back and forth. So I really appreciate you guys showing up and staying for as long as you did. I really appreciate it. So like I said before, if you're new, welcome to the Hidden Panda Show. If you've been around for a while, welcome back. Really appreciate you guys being here. .com says, thanks, Panda. Great to see you again. Glad that you are all doing well. We're doing very well. Thank you, .com. I really appreciate it. Phil says, enjoy the stream a lot, Panda. Hope you do it again soon. I will, Phil. Thank you for stopping by. KJ says, so amazing to see you, Panda. Appreciate that, KJ. Hope you're doing well. And you guys will see me lurking in the community a whole lot more. So, especially with all this quarantine business. And I just got a much better internet connection. So it's just a lot easier for me to do it now. Mag says, great stream. We'll definitely tune in next time. I sub today as well. Big shout out. I really, really appreciate that. Mag 1K within. Thank you so much for subscribing. Remus says, good day, Panda. Take care, Remus. Appreciate you stopping by. Haven't seen you in a while. Don't be a stranger again. I really enjoyed seeing you in the chat. Richard Huntington says, hashtag a bobblehead for sure. I think I want to get that. I feel like a lot of people are going for the Gek one, but the one I really want is the Corvax one. But yeah, Richard says, thank you, Panda. No problem, dude. You absolutely deserve it. And it sounds like my play style. Well, I was kind of alluding to that. There's a couple of streamers out there that are like a lot more chill. They're not super competitive. Hey, let's crack the mechanics. Let's figure out how to do this. You know, probably like one of the worst players of this game out there. It's just, I'm just having a good time hanging out with you guys. So especially now with quarantine, it's more important than ever that we all get to hang out. So anyway, thank you guys again for stopping by the Hidden Panda Show. Give a cute cuddly bear, Panda Bear some love by clicking that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, as always, I'll catch you guys again in the No Man's Sky community. I'll see you guys out there. Take care.